afternoon and welcome to Mexico. We are Mariachi Cobre. I want to thank you again for joining us and welcome you to this beautiful day at Epcot. Mariachi Cobre has been making beautiful music together for almost 50 years. But the mariachi tradition goes back way much further than that. Great artists like Jorge Negrete, Pedro Infante, Lucha Villa, and many others have paved the way for future generation of young musicians. Like one that you may have heard of, a young guitarist whose extraordinary story is renowned throughout all of Mexico and the world. Yes, I'm speaking of Miguel Rivera.
You see, Miguel's journey began in Mexico, in the small town of Santa Cecilia, where he lived with a very big familia and shared a special bond with his great-grandmother, Coco.
Now the Rivera family, they were proud shoemakers. Now this was a tradition that was started by Mama Imelda when her husband left home to become a world-famous musician, but never returned.
Since that fateful day, music has been banned in the Rivera household.
No music!
Now Miguel, of course, loved his family very much, but he didn't want to be a shoemaker. No, he kept the secret deep in his heart. He wanted to sing and play the guitar. Like us, his passion was music.
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. To be here with you tonight, really joy, que alegría, for the music is my language, and the world is mi familia. For the music is my language, and the world is mi familia. For the music is my language, and the world is mi familia. Qué alegría, pues la música es mi lengua, y el mundo es mi familia. ¡Mundo es mi familia!
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
La música es mi lengua,
Pues
y
la
el mundo es
música
mi
es mi
familia.
lengua y el mundo es mi familia.
¡Mundo es mi familia!
La música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi
Pues la
familia.
música es mi lengua, y el mundo es mi familia. And the world es mi familia.
Now Miguel didn't want to be just any musician. No, he wanted to be like the greatest musician in all of Mexico. The late great Ernesto de la Cruz.
You see, Miguel had learned to play the guitar by watching the classic films of Ernesto de la Cruz. And as he practiced each chord, he'd hear his idol say,
I have to sing. I have to play. The music, it's not just in me. It is me. Remember me. I have to say goodbye. Remember me. Don't let it make you cry. For a minute I'm far away. I hold you in my heart. I see the secrets on you tonight. We are apart. Remember me. I have to travel far. Remember me. Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que mirar, recuérdame. Si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará hasta que en mi brazo tú estés.
In Santa Cecilia, no one can forget the charismatic De la Cruz, especially on El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. This is a special time when we gather to honor family and friends who have passed on.
We create an ofrenda, a memorial altar. We set photos and candles and leave a path of marigold flowers, sempasuchi, to light their way home.
It was on the eve of this family holiday when Miguel finds a torn photo which leads him to believe that his forgotten great-great-grandfather was Ernesto de la Cruz. So he joyfully ran home and announced to his family.
I was born to be a musician!
But his family was outraged.
No music!
And his abuelita broke his guitar to pieces.
Heartbroken, Miguel runs off to Ernesto's grave, defiantly grabs the musician's guitar and strums it with all his might. Suddenly, he finds himself crossing into the land of the dead, a magical world where no living person had ever been.
It was at this moment that a charming trickster named Hector met Miguel and whisked him away to compete in a talent show for a chance to meet Ernesto de la Cruz.
Now, of course, Miguel was very nervous. After all, this was his first time performing for a live audience, who also happened to be dead.
It's true, Miguel was nervous, but Hector taught him a special call to find his courage. It's called a grito, and it sounds something like this.
And with that, Hector helped Miguel seize his moment with this song.
What color is the sky? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You tell me that it's red. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. Where should I put my shoes? Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. You say put them on your head. Ay, mi amor, ay, mi amor. And you make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you keep me guessing. I'm nodding and I'm yesing. I'll count it as a blessing. That I'm only un poco loco. Traes un poco loco, un poquitito loco. Estoy adivinando qué quieres y pa' cuándo. Y así estoy celebrando que me ha vuelto un poco loco. Chiflado tú me vuelves, eso está un poco loco. Tu mente que despega, tú siempre con ideas, con mi cabeza juegas. Todo es un poco loco.
Now Miguel finally met Ernesto, but only to discover that De la Cruz was not his great-great-grandfather. It was Hector, and he was the one who wrote Remember Me.
It's true. Ernesto de la Cruz was a fraud, but he wasn't about to let his fame crumble, even in the afterlife. He chased after Miguel and Hector until Mama Imelda, who had been searching for her great-great-grandson this whole time, came to the rescue in a most surprising fashion. Fending off De la Cruz with a microphone in her hand, she began to sing.
cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro pero cariñoso.
Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso.
Ay, de mi llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Ay, de mi llorona, llorona de azul celeste.
Y aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Y aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte.
Ay, la, la.
Now it was in singing that beautiful song that Mama Imelda remembered her love of music, that same love that she shared with her husband Hector, and that same love that she saw in her son, in her great-great-grandson Miguel. So, with her blessing, he went back to the land of the living, where music was once again welcome into the Rivera family.
Now every year on El Día de los Muertos, the Rivera family gathers together to celebrate all of their ancestors. And now also Hector, whose photo has finally been placed upon the family's ofrenda to be remembered always.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Recuérdame, hoy que tengo que ir de amor, recuérdame. No llores por favor, te llevo en mi corazón y cerca me tendrás. A solas yo te cantaré soñando en regresar. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que emigrar, recuérdame. Si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará, hasta que en mis brazos tú estés. Everyone, remember me. Muchísimas gracias por celebrar con nosotros. Thank you everyone for celebrating with us. Now we have one last song, and we'd love for everyone to... Miguelito, what a surprise, Miguel. How are you? You came all the way from Santa Cecilia. Everyone say, Hola, Miguel! Hola, Miguel! You've come a long way, Miguelito. How about joining us for this last song? What do you think? Want to hear him play with us? Come on, Miguel.
Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. Esta noche estar aquí es mi pasión, qué alegría, pues la música es mi lengua y el mundo es mi familia. mi familia, en lo alto de mi familia.
Gracias a todos por dejarnos compartir la historia de Miguel. Miguelito, bravo! Thank you for joining us. And thank you for letting us share Miguel's story and celebrate everlasting bonds of family and love. On behalf of Miguelito, our dancers, and Mariachi Cobre, we hope you and your family continue that celebration wherever the music takes you.
En lo alto de mi familia.
For those of you that would like to take photos, right here on the end here, Miguelito will be there waiting for you.